Loved ones and colleagues mourn the loss of yet another journalist in Mexico. Reporter Armando Lenar is the 8th journalist killed in 2022. Media members are demanding justice for Lenar and others, like Herber Lopez. He was fatally shot in Oaxaca State in March after publishing a report on corruption and receiving threats for years.
We demand justice to the federal and state agencies because we, the journalists, need to have the guarantees in order to work. What happened to Herber, what they did to him in front of his family, is very complicated, because he didn't deserve this, and neither do we.
Lenar was shot just 6 weeks after his colleague Roberto Toledo was killed. Their deaths mark a violent year for Mexico's media, with 4 journalists killed in January, 2 in February, and 2 in March. 34 Mexican journalists have been slain for their reporting between 2011 to 2021, according to the Committee to Protect Journalists. Nearly every case is unsolved. Protests calling for an end to the violence took place in more than a dozen cities across Mexico. U.S. Senators Tim Kaine and Marco Rubio are urging the State Department to work closely with Mexico to ensure media are protected.
We journalists would like to find in the federal and state governments solidarity with the press, but we see indifference and direct attacks in other cases. It seems to replicate what they do in Mañaneras to prosecute critical journalists. This seems to be replicated in the States. Remember that behind a threat to a journalist, there is always the intention of attacking freedom of expression, and in many cases, even the murder of our colleagues.
President Andres Manuel López Obrador in January blamed the bloodshed on societal decay and misguided government policies of the past. Many journalists say they feel defenseless.
The silent scream is to say, look at us and listen to us, because we are tired of being ignored and killed by this government and all other governments. They want to silence the press, but are in fact trying to silence society.
With violence rising, Mexico's journalists take part in an increasingly dangerous profession. Sydney Johnson for VOA News.